Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a review of Makeup Forever's High Definition Primer and also Makeup Forever's High Definition Foundation. So I'm going to start with the primer. The primer comes in packaging like this. And this is the Makeup Forever High Definition Primer. And you get 1.01 fluid ounces in this bottle. It has a really nice squirt top applicator, and I always like it when products come with applicators that you can easily get the product out. This bottle I bought from Sephora for $35, and like I said, you get 1.01 fluid ounces. This primer is comparable in price to other primers out there. I believe that the Studio Gear one that I have is also around $32 to $35, and the I believe the MAC one's a little bit cheaper. So I was really compelled to try this primer when I was at Sephora because the makeup consultant tried it on my skin and I really liked the consistency and the feel of it. This primer is much unlike any of the other primers that I own or have tried. All the other primers that I own or have tried are more sort of gel-like in consistency. They're really thick and they don't really have a color when you apply them to your face. This one is a little bit more liquidy in consistency, and it has a white opaque color, and it feels and looks just like a moisturizer. And I really like the consistency of it and the way that it blends into your skin. It kind of has a cool feeling to your face like a moisturizer does when you apply it to your face. And I also like the way it feels on my fingers. It doesn't have that weird sort of silicone-y fake sensation to it. It has like a lotiony smooth consistency to it. It blends really nicely into the skin. It's really easy to use. I use between 1 to 2 pumps to apply all over my face and neck area. This product does have a perfumey smell. It really reminds me of MAC's makeup removing towelettes. So if you like the smell of those or have tried those before, this is really what it reminds me of. Now on to what I like about this primer. I feel like this primer is actually doing what it says it's supposed to do. It helps make your foundation last longer throughout the day, and it also helps to keep your foundation in place so that it doesn't move around on your face. So I really like this primer, and I had sworn myself off of primers for a while, but I was really compelled to try this because it's so unlike any of the other products I've tried, and I really like it. I think it is really worth the money that you pay for. And pretty much any primer that you buy out there is going to cost you between $20 and $35, so it's a really good investment, especially if you find that it works for you. Alright, so now on to the foundation. So the Makeup Forever High Definition Foundation comes in packaging like this. The first thing that I notice about it is that it has a cap, and the cap actually successfully stays on the foundation. Anyhow, so the cap stays on. It has a squirt top applicator, and I really like this applicator because you can sort of control the amount that you want. Some squirt top applicators, when you pump it out, you're going to get one full squirt whether you want it or not. And I like that you have a little bit more control with this. You get 1.01 fluid ounces in this bottle, and it costs $40. I bought this specific product at Sephora. I know that there are other retailers that sell Makeup Forever products, but Sephora is probably the most accessible to most people. Alright, so let's get on to what the foundation is like. The foundation is a little bit more liquidy in consistency. It's not quite as liquidy as, for instance, the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Foundation, but it's not a real creamy, thick sort of paste of a foundation either. It's kind of in the middle of both of those consistencies. It feels really smooth on your fingertips, and it also blends fantastically into the skin. The foundation provides medium to full coverage, and it's buildable, so if you want to wear more foundation and you have some problem areas you want to conceal, the foundation does work with that kind of application. It also can be applied a little bit more sheer and lightly if you want to wear your foundation not as heavy. It doesn't have a cakey feel to it. It feels very light on your face, almost as if you're not wearing foundation. And it also looks very much like you're not wearing a lot of makeup or foundation, which is really one of the reasons why I like this foundation so much. Now, one thing to know is that this foundation comes in 25 shades, so it's really important to go somewhere where you can get color matched. And if you're interested in buying this foundation, I highly recommend going on Sephora.com first to sort of look at all the different shades and read the sort of skin tones that are matched with each shade. I did go to Sephora and get color matched to number 118, but I think there was a little bit of residual Saint Tropez Self Tanner on my face and neck area, and I think that the color she matched me to was a little bit dark than I am naturally without any self-tanner or color to my face. And so I did go back this weekend and get color matched again, and I am actually color 115, so it's for light toned skin with pink undertones, which is exactly what I have. So I went in after looking onto the website. I said, I think I was color matched incorrectly. I think I'm 115. So she tested 115, 117, and 118 on my skin, and I ended up being 115. It's not a big deal. Sephora has a really good return and exchange policy. I did try to exchange the foundation for number 115, but they didn't actually have any in the store that I could purchase. They had sold out of those products. So the Sephora girl put a little sample of the foundation in the correct color in a little package here. It's a little tube, and she probably put like 20 or 30 squirts of foundation in this little container. So I'll actually have enough of the foundation for a while to get through until I can get back to Sephora to get the right color. And she put it in this nifty little baggie, and she wrote the foundation and the color so that if I want to go back and get the different shade, I know exactly which one it is. So if you want to test out a foundation from Sephora, you can get color matched, ask them for a sample. They'll be happy to put some in a container for you, and you can take it on your merry way, try it out, decide to purchase it later or not. So it's a really great way to test out products without having to purchase them. And while I was there, I also asked to be color matched to NARS Sheer Glow Foundation because I've been hearing a lot of really great things about it. But I have just purchased like 5 foundations in the last couple of weeks, and so I want to try all of those out before I purchase any more. But I did get a sample, and so she put that one in a little tube as well. She matched me to the NARS foundations have names. They don't have numbers. It's called Deauville or Deauville. I'm not exactly sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's like the second to lightest shade of foundation. So I'm excited about trying this out as well. So like I said, it's really important to get color matched. Don't be wearing residual self-tanners or products that are going to alter the coloring of your skin. I actually do really like the color of number 118 on my skin when I have a little bit of color on my face. So I think it'll be the perfect shade for the summer. So like I said, the foundation, it provides flawless coverage. It makes my skin look about 100 times better than it normally does, even with foundations that I really, really like. I also find that I use less concealer when I'm using this foundation. It covers up my red spots and sort of problem areas much better, and I don't have to use as much product. And I'm always trying to use as little as product as possible while achieving sort of the most flawless finish as possible. I also am really pleased with the way it feels on your skin. It's very light on the skin. It doesn't feel cakey. And the reason I mention this is sometimes more full coverage foundations feel kind of fake on your skin, or they might feel tight on your skin or slick on your skin as the day wears on. And usually by the end of the day, I do get sort of that weird like makeup sensation on my skin. I don't get that with this foundation. It's flawless. It looks like you're not even wearing makeup. So I can't stress enough how much I love this foundation. Now let's talk about application. So the first thing I do is if I'm applying it with my fingers, I use about 1 pump of this foundation. I'll apply it to my fingertip, and then I pat it in different portions of my face to just evenly distribute the foundation. And then what I do is lightly blend it into my skin until it's all flawlessly blended in. The second type of application that I do is to apply it with a foundation brush. This is number 55. It's called an airbrush, and it's from Sephora's Professional line of makeup brushes. This is a synthetic brush, and it kind of reminds me of something like a blush brush or something like that, but is actually a foundation brush. And what I've been doing is applying between 1 to 2 pumps of foundation to the palm of to the side of my hand here. And then what I do is the same thing. I tap my finger into the product, and then I dab it on my face to get it kind of evenly all over my face. And then what I do is use this brush and work in circular motions until it's all blended into my face. I do find that I get a little bit more flawless finish when I use this brush than if, for instance, I'm using my hands alone. But I absolutely love this brush. It's absolutely fantastic. It also has multiple uses. I've been using it to apply my loose powder or powder after applying my foundation, and also to apply my blush. So it's a really versatile brush that you can do a lot of things with. So I am actually really happy that I bought this from Sephora. So that's basically how I apply those 2 products, and my ultimate review of them is that they're absolutely fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.